Former negotiator Abbas Araghchi cautioned that a final agreement with Washington may not get off the ground if escalating incidents in the Strait of Hormuz continue to poison the atmosphere and erode the minimal trust needed to resume substantive talks. Tehran signaled that diplomatic engagement has clear boundaries during the period of national mourning, warning that perceived insults or coercive measures tied to funeral rhetoric could close off avenues for negotiation with the United States. A senior aide to Mujtaba Khamenei warned that continued hostile posturing from Washington might not only stall the last stages of nuclear diplomacy, but also risk reigniting kinetic conflict if provocations cross Iran's newly articulated red lines. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that the final deal with the US may not even begin, warning that current conditions, marked by heightened tensions and retaliatory rhetoric, could prevent negotiators from reaching the point of formally launching a concluding agreement. The Iranian foreign minister said negotiations would stall if threats against Iran continued, arguing that sustained hostile posturing or coercive actions from Washington would undermine trust, freeze diplomatic momentum, and make meaningful diplomacy impossible. Araghchi's remarks came as Iran mourned the loss of Ali Khamenei with a week-long funeral, a period of heightened national emotion and political sensitivity that Tehran says imposes limits on how and when substantive talks with the United States can proceed. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, said, and I quote, "Millions of proud Iranians rallied in unity to honor Grand Ayatollah Khamenei and his legacy. Neither them nor our brave armed forces are moved by any threats. Para 13 of the MoU is clear. Negotiations on final deal will not commence if threats continue. Honor your signature." Unquote. Remember, Iran and America signed a 14-point MoU to end the current war in the Mideast, a framework both sides presented as a temporary roadmap intended to de-escalate hostilities while laying out steps toward a more durable settlement. The MoU reopens the Strait of Hormuz, eases US sanctions and ends the blockade on Iran, measures designed to restore commercial shipping, relieve economic pressure, and create immediate incentives for continued compliance from both parties. The MoU set up a 60-day framework for a final agreement on Iran's nuclear program, establishing a condensed timetable for negotiators to resolve outstanding technical and political issues before moving to a binding, long-term accord. Meanwhile, amid a fragile truce, ships in the Strait of Hormuz were reportedly attacked, incidents that underscored how volatile the security environment remained and how quickly localized strikes could threaten to unravel the tentative ceasefire. Iranian state media reacts after ship is attacked in the Strait of Hormuz, blaming the incident on a failure to heed military warnings. Iran claims a tanker was hit after ignoring repeated warnings, as Tehran doubles down on its version of the Hormuz confrontation. Iran is warning ships in the Strait not to rely on support from the US Navy as tensions over passage rules escalate. Iran state broadcaster IIB, citing anonymous sources, said, and I quote, "An oil tanker attacked in the Strait of Hormuz was targeted after attempting to pass through the Omani route with support from a US Navy. The vessel was attacked after ignoring repeated warnings." Unquote. Tehran says vessels passing through Hormuz must coordinate with its military or face serious consequences. War fears are rising once again after Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was accused of striking a commercial vessel linked to a key US Arab ally. Reports claim the IRGC fired missiles at commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, threatening one of the world's busiest maritime routes. The Strait of Hormuz has erupted into fresh turmoil, with reports suggesting a Qatari LNG tanker was among the vessels caught in the attack. Two commercial ships were reportedly hit as the IRGC allegedly began carrying out revenge for the death of Ali Khamenei. A Qatari liquefied natural gas tanker was reportedly caught in the missile attack near the Strait of Hormuz, according to reports. The IRGC is now being accused of targeting global shipping even as diplomatic efforts between Washington and Tehran continue. Missiles have once again shaken the Strait of Hormuz, placing global shipping on high alert. The IRGC has warned merchant fleets that its missiles and drones remain ready for action. A tanker erupted in flames after reportedly being struck by a missile off the coast of Oman. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations confirmed that a tanker had been struck as security around the Strait of Hormuz rapidly deteriorates. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations said, and I quote, "UKMTO has received a report of an incident 8 nm east of Lima, Oman. A tanker has reported being hit by an unknown projectile on the port side, causing a fire whilst traveling southbound. No casualties or environmental impact reported. Authorities are investigating. Vessels are advised to transit with caution and report any suspicious activity." Unquote. The United States has accused Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of attacking civilian shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Commercial ships were reportedly damaged as fears grow that the Iran conflict is once again spilling into a vital global sea lane. The IRGC has warned vessels to avoid routes protected by US-led security operations in the Strait of Hormuz. Despite the attack, authorities say no casualties have been reported, even as concern spreads across the shipping industry. Analysts warn the latest strike could threaten global oil and liquefied natural gas supply chains. After targeting military assets, the IRGC is now accused of taking aim at merchant vessels. The shipping crisis is deepening as missiles are reportedly fired into one of the world's most strategic maritime corridors.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.